So going back to the law of conservation of mass. So law states the total mass of the reactants before a chemical reaction, it's the same as the total mass of the products after the chemical reaction. So for example, if we try to go back with our previous example related to this one, if we have a log of 30 kilogram plus fire 1 kilogram, a total of 31 kilograms, which is mainly the reactants, which happens before the chemical reaction. And it yields to ashes after cooling up, pressure of heat, flame or fire. So ashes may contain 28 kilograms plus the smoke of 3 kilograms. So this law states, according to conservation of mass, mass is neither created nor destroyed in ordinary chemical and physical changes. So it always starts with a reactant and ended up with a product. So between them, the amount of the reactants and the product, should always be the same or equal, state of equilibrium. Law of conservation of mass, atoms are never lost or gained in a chemical reaction. Way back to our previous example, that we have 31 kilogram of wood, including the fire, in which that's mainly our reactants. It should be equal to the product, which is the ashes and the smoke. So 28 kilogram of ashes and 3 kilogram of smoke as its byproduct after chemical reactions, right? So the total mass of the reactants will be equal to the total mass of the product. The starting materials in a reaction are called reactants, and the substances formed from the reactions are called products. So that will always start in which the total mass of the product after the chemical reactions takes place. That's the reason why we have balancing the chemical equation. So we are going to discuss that one step by step. How to determine the number of molecules, atoms in a chemical formula between those chemical compounds given by the time we start solving those problems. So, moving back, that there are so many reactions takes place in our daily life activities, in which changes of physical properties to chemical properties, Then color or state of matter are signs of a chemical change which usually occur. As I've said, heat energy or thermal energy and even light energy are factors to consider those changes that usually takes place in our daily life activities. So, in order that the chemical reaction to take place, heat and light, might be an important factors. See, for example, most chemical changes cannot be reversed. Like for example, burning of paper turns into ashes. So its original composition could no longer be seen. However, in physical change, for example, like chopping or breaking of wood, still, the original composition, okay, the identity of matter still visible, and we can still identify those things. Some physical changes can be easily reversed. So we can put it back again, no, according to their body parts and structure. But some of those cannot be repaired or being fixed. No? So, according to the law of conservation of mass, I'll repeat, it states that the total mass before a chemical reaction is the same as the total mass of the chemical reactions in a product part. Okay? So always remember, before the reaction takes place, that always be the product of a chemical compound. Given with the chemical formula, how are they being arranged? Yields to, so you will see an arrow. Okay, that will be the total effect or total transformation. Either, no, that's